what is the church for? That's what Brad talked about tonight at MYC. And the answer was to redeem and restore. Redeem people, restore the world. Okay, that's a big concept. From tonight's message, I had a few questions, so I'm going to ask Brad to talk a little more about how do we redeem people and restore the world. I mean, you talked about hospitals tonight and how Christians started hospitals, but we're just teenagers here. And how do we do this in everyday life? I know that there's, you said, unlimited potential, right? And what we can do to redeem people and restore the world as the church. But how can teenagers, you, do that? Redeem and restore.
I think redeem and restore has a whole gambit of opportunities. So here's some ideas, some things that maybe we can do as individuals. Do you know any single moms who have, kids and they can't get away, but you can give them a free night of babysitting? There's a way to help them to raise them up and see Christianity that it loves people. Yeah. Or are there people in your school that are behind in school, but you can help tutor them and help them to feel loved because somebody wants to reach out and show them how to do their geometry or whatever other subjects are. I think anything that we can do that are tangible, that are real, where people feel touched, they feel loved, are those things that redeem people and restore. And for me, I know I've been a recipient of Christians and churches loving me and reaching out to me, and that's part of why I'm so passionate about this subject, because there are real ways to do it. Are there people who want to learn to play guitar and you know how to play guitar and you can just start teaching them? And things like that. I think there are real opportunities, and it's things that we already know how to do. Is it little brothers, little sisters, things like that? Those are the people we can touch with our real life.
Okay, here you go. Here's a concept. What about the next time that you want to say something negative about someone? Anything negative at all about someone else, you say, no, I'm going to stop it. I'm not going to do that. This time, I'm going to pass. I'm going to shut my mouth. Or the next time someone talks bad about you behind your back, high school drama, all this stuff. Man, next time that happens, you say, I'm not going to get revenge. I'm not going to get vengeance. I'm not going to have to prove myself. I'm going to swallow that and just let it be. And I'm going to love that person and pray for them. I think those are some of the things that Jesus calls us to do as Christians to redeem and restore.
And that other people on the outside of that will be shocked that we do those kind of things, that we do forgive them, because they'll go, what do you mean you're not getting her back? And that gives us an opportunity to say, look, I live for Jesus' message, and that's love. And that will speak volumes more than anything else. When the rubber meets the road and we love people, that is when Christianity is at its best. It's beautiful then.
And Jesus calls us, redeeming and restoring, to love the unlovable, the outcast, the person that sits alone at lunch or gets picked on during class. He calls us to love the unlovable, including our enemies, those that hurt us, or those that we want to gossip about or put other people's down. Those are the things he calls us to do, is the things that no one else will do. It's throwing status quo, what's normal, out the window and saying, we're Jesus followers. We are those who love the unlovable.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. And so this is what we want you to do. Brad and I would love if you commented on this video, giving ideas of how you and others can redeem people and restore the world as Christians. Little things that we can do every day, or big things. Either way, let's start this conversation of not just, starting hospitals, but how do we live this out every day in our lives as teenagers and even young adults? So let's start the conversation.